I invite Satish Reddy Garu and Chandrababu Naidu Garu to come onto the dais and begin what promises to be a deeply insightful conversation.
Very good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today. I was just remembering almost about, say, 20 years ago, I was on that side. I was also part of the audience which was learning a lot. And, even at that time, I had the special privilege at that time, to introduce a man who's so outstanding, admired for his leadership. So it was part of a regional integration event, so I was expected to introduce him. And the man was none other than Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu. This was 20 years back. So it's once again a special privilege, to moderate a session here today with him again at this institution called ISB, which again, all of us know, would not have been here if not for him. In those days, it was not an easy thing, but I won't talk too much about it. I will wait to hear it from him also. But for today's session particularly, I would like to keep the discussion broadly along three themes, sir, with your permission. Especially, I want to mirror it because all of us are entrepreneurs here, or we come from an entrepreneurial family. So I wanted to contrast the journey of an entrepreneur and also his journey, especially to contrast it with that of an entrepreneur. Because, for example, if you see entrepreneurs, they would have a kind of a very bold vision, for example, in terms of what they want to start for a business. They take a lot of risks as they go along, because it's not an easy thing to do, because what they conceive, what they face as they build up their companies at that point of time will be very different from what they would imagine. Also in terms of, say for example, the kind of talent which they choose to execute the vision, and also more than anything else, especially when they face challenges, the resilience by which they come back again. I think that's very, very crucial. So this is what an entrepreneur goes through. All of you are familiar with it. But when you see the political landscape, it's a completely different situation. But some of these things hold very, very important, in terms of a journey. So I think what we will explore, sir, to begin with is the vision for the state. All of us owe what happened in Hyderabad the way you see it today, because I know a lot of people probably were not even born when Hyderabad was built up to, what it is. And most of us who experienced, for example, people like me are much older. So Hyderabad was very different when I was a young person here. And then in front of our eyes, the Hyderabad as a city got transformed. The state of Andhra Pradesh got transformed. And then here was a person who had this vision. He spelt it very boldly. Because, sir, I still remember, because I was heading CII at that time, Andhra Pradesh, and then you had engaged with McKinsey. This was something unheard of in those days. You're talking about almost 20, 25 years ago. Actually, even more than that, almost 30 years ago, engaging McKinsey in a government to set out something called the Vision 2020. That was happened at that point of time, sir. And then in terms of transforming governance, transforming the state, there was a whole lot of journey, sir. We would like to hear it from your own words. And then I'll have a follow-up question on the situation which happened later, sir. Again, the vision.
Thank you. Respected Satish Reddy Garu and friends. You are all young entrepreneurs and also established entrepreneurs, some of you. As you rightly mentioned, around 1995, I took over as Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. 1991, economic reforms were introduced by P.V. Narasimha Rao. He also belongs to the Andhra Pradesh state only. I am very proud to announce that. Then I thought, at that time, this area is totally barren land, And also, we had only two cities, Hyderabad, Secunderabad. These are all the two cities, traditional cities. Andhra Pradesh was basically agrarian state. By that time, only few individuals are well established reasonably. One is Satish father, Anjay Reddy, Reddy Labs, and also some more people. But I thought at the time, very innovative way, first time around 90s, internet revolution has come by Bill Gates. I visualized what is the future. Then I thought, knowledge economy is the future. That was my decision in 1995. For knowledge economy, we had so many problems at that time. Then brick by brick, I built. Similar meetings, I had so many meetings for brainstorming sessions, all industrialists, academicians, everybody, how to start. Idea is knowledge economy. Way forward, nobody knows. Then I started probing. Then finally we came to conclusion. We start one tower, that is high-tech tower. That is the decision we took. That area was totally barren land, no access. Even present L&T chairman is saying, sir, at that time I was junior employee. I went there. Then I was totally confused. So many snakes, everything I have seen. How to go about, I don't know. I want to resist, but I was afraid I may lose my job. If I resist, that is how I continued. Today, amazing journey. This is what he confessed before public in one of our meetings. That is where I started with high-tech city. That to PPP model. At that time, no PPP models. I told them I will give land. L&T, you can build the tower. You can rent it for IT companies. Then they asked me 2 years. I negotiated with them. Then ultimately we completed 15 months. That type of structure to complete within 15 days, amazing experience. Then I wanted to meet Bill Gates. He came to Delhi at that time. Then he was reluctant to meet because he don't have any work with politicians. But everybody is forgetting politician is very important for public policies. Otherwise nobody can work. Then only your policies will come. After that. Then with great difficulty I met him. He gave me only 10 minutes, 15 minutes time. He spent with me 45 minutes. He asked me, what do you want? I don't want anything from you. You cannot ignore Indians. We are very strong in two aspects.